Good morning and happy Tasted Tuesday. It's a show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Oh, the mayhem yesterday. Everything came off without a hitch. It was Eclipse Monday, and I got dragged into it. I didn't realize I had an eclipse addiction. If I hear totality, the word totality, one more time, I think I'm going to snap. Spent the afternoon watching it in different areas, and a lot of people had their eye to the sky yesterday. Brandon University had an amazing turnout for the eclipse yesterday. In case you missed it, a little bit more eclipse cleanup this morning. Oh, the moon and the sun got busy. It's Tasted Tuesday. We got some Co-op Gold plant-based frozen dessert to taste today. Yum. If you have a dairy allergy or some type of adverse reaction to dairy, you might want to stick around for this. We're going to see how good it is. Made with chickpeas, apparently. So we'll check that out this morning. Also, the video of Morgan Wallen tossing his chair off that roof in Nashville. Apparently, he was arrested over the weekend, and this isn't the first time that Morgan Wallen has had a run-in with the law. And if you don't know who Morgan is, he's a big country star. In fact, his latest song crossed over into the pop charts, so he's kind of everywhere. He's a relatively big star. And anyway, we'll show you that. And speaking of Nashville, big news this morning for Manitobans hoping to go to Music City directly out of Winnipeg. That was announced by WestJet yesterday, along with additional daily flights to Montreal and Ottawa. So Nashville is on our radar now for Manitoba. Yeah, and that isn't even my good thing from yesterday. Southwest Airlines is recovering after one of its engines got torn off. Yes, it was a Boeing. It wasn't one of the engines. It was an engine cover. It's like saying the air conditioner fell off the side of the house. No, it's just the cover that fell off. That's all. Also, United Airlines, a bit of a discussion online involving the armrests. And who owns the armrests when you're on a plane? You know what I'm talking about? Because you have to share. What are the rules of the game when it comes to the armrests? We'll take a look at that. And one United Airlines flight attendant is in a bit of hot water over armrests. Yeah. Also, we've got the most expensive hot dogs in North America, the top 10. Oh, hot dog season is here. Yeah, hot dog season is here. Is there nothing better than hot dogs on the barbecue? I don't think so. And here is a look outside this morning as we take a look at your roads and weather, brought to you by voicemanusa.com, your first-class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg is on westmanshuttle.com. Call 730-2333. And we have got, still some lingering snow, and we still have some lingering cameras that are broken. And now that the snowy season is done, I don't know how quickly the provincial government is going to get around to fixing those cameras, to be quite honest with you. We might have to do some rejigging and kind of find another way to get you some of that stuff. Anyway, we are looking forward to some pretty nice weather today. Mostly sunny skies, unlike yesterday. A bit cloudy because of the, not because of the eclipse, but in light of the eclipse, we had lots of clouds getting in the way of our eclipse yesterday. Should see high of 16 degrees. Right now we're at -1. It's a little bit frosty. Here's our air temperature map across the continent as we get things going this morning. And then we will take a look and see how much snow we've got left. Almost snow-free. Do you have still a little skiff of snow in your neck of the woods? We're getting close. We're getting close to calling it. It's like an election. The Beach Bunker Decision Desk. What does the Beach Bunker Decision Desk say about the snow cover? Are we officially snow-free? I don't think so. I think we still have a ways to go. But because there's you could see it on the side of the roads there. But anyway, let me know as soon as you, especially up in the northern part, north of Riding Mountain National Park, you are going to have some snow for a while. You guys got the worst of it the last go-around. We still have 20s in our forecast, 21 on Saturday in the sunshine. So that's what we are moving towards, is some beautiful weather for the weekend. Holy cow. We've got pretty much, we got temperatures in the lower teens for the rest of the week. And then boom, in comes our first 20 since September. On Saturday, sunny and 21 degrees. You got to have something planned for outside. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, let's see who we've got in chat to say good morning to and welcome aboard. Hey, happy Tuesday. Hopefully you had a chance to see the eclipse. If not, directly through some safety glasses. I hope you had a chance to see it on TV. Maybe you watched it on a few of the channels. It was everywhere. I did my best to try and keep the digital angle covered. We had several feeds going at the same time as I'm watching a couple of feeds here in studio. Then I attempted to simulcast it for a little bit. It wasn't really working. I had too much on the go. And so I just left it to the professionals. I got all excited, I'll be honest, when it hit Mazatlan, and I was like, okay, we should all watch this together, and it'll be, whew, and then let's go to the next time zone. And it's like 10 minutes in, I'm like, this takes a long time. This is a long time, and I am not a patient guy. So as the moon is passing in front of the sun, it's like that the point where it totally eclipses the sun. That's the point that you want to kind of have it sit there for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. But the lead up, I couldn't wait. I was like, come on. I got other stuff I got to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Good morning to our sun seekers this morning on all platforms. Again, we moved to Twitch exclusively for hour 2, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show for hour 2 of the show. But the first hour is available to everybody everywhere. TikTok, X, YouTube, Facebook, all over the place. Thank you so much for joining us. Road Reverend, Karen Enns, and Tasha. They are our three amigos in on Twitch early this morning, along with Willow on TikTok. Thank you, Willow. Good to have you along this morning, and happy Tuesday. Who else do we have? Lindy is in early this morning. Nice to see you, Lindy. Lindy is joining us on Twitch. Cheryl is here on Twitch as well. Good to see you, Cheryl. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here on Facebook. Good morning. Quentin is here too on Twitch. So is Tasha. And Heather Howdle is here on Facebook. Thanks for being here. Zumba Bernice is here saying, hello, TGS friends. She doesn't really talk like that. Marilyn is here on TikTok. Dogo57 on TikTok as well. Good morning. We've got Jason Scaletta on Facebook. Good to see you, pal. Ronald is here on Facebook as well, along with Nick Adams. Porkchomp is here on Twitch. And Jason says air fryer hot dogs. I have yet to try that, actually. I'm more of a barbecue guy. I never boiled. I don't really like hot dogs boiled at all. Actually, I kind of find them repulsive, which is rather interesting. Barbecued hot dogs are like one of my favorite foods, but air fryer, I am going to have to try that. They don't explode, hey? KDD4380 is here on Twitch and heard my first robin this morning. Tracy actually, when she got home from work yesterday, actually said that she saw a robin. I'm not sure where, but they're here. The robins are back. It's spring, so let's get rid of what's left of the snow. Cindy says, Google morning sunseekers. I know she's meaning good morning, but I know how that typing can sometimes be. Just big piles of snow left. Okay, Cindy. But you know what? This is it. The last week of snow, we'll call it. Okay. Maybelline is here. Rob Mulligan is here on Facebook. Good morning, Rob. He's got bacon and he's got coffee. Hello, Rob. Good to see you, pal. Trev is saying, good foggy morning. It's the fog that turns you inside out. Oh, he's got some fog this morning. Be careful out there. It's not showing up on the cameras that are actually working. Some of them are indisposed. They took the highway cameras and focused them on the eclipse. And as we know, kids, you shouldn't be looking at the sun directly. Polar Bear is here. Trev says you have to boil your hot dogs first before you barbecue them. That's ribs, pal. That's the ribs. Derek is here. Derek is saying, good morning, you all. If you're here, you were not raptured. Yeah, no rapture. Do we have to dissect and pull apart all the conspiracy theories that failed yesterday? Mason is here on TikTok. All the conspiracy theories involving the eclipse did not come true. And people were trying. X is a wonderful place to go on social media and really question your own existence when you're on there, because you're just like, did you know that NASA saw something that they weren't supposed to see? Yeah. And then did you hear that this happened? Oh yeah. Look closely at this. If you can't tell, then you're not awake. The end is coming. Bah! It's just like off. No, I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing it. Trev says, no, try it, and then you don't dry them out on the barbecue. Well, okay, I'll try it. As long as they end with the barbecue, I'll give that a try. Thanks, Trev. And I'll try it in the air fryer. Now I want hot dogs. Oh, coffee and bacon, says Nick. A beautiful combination, like eggs and bacon, or cheese and bacon, or pepperoni and bacon. Why are we talking about food so early this morning? I'm so hungry already. It hasn't even started. What the hell? Oh, thank God it's Tasted Tuesday. Holy man. Have a wonderful day, Lillian. Thank you. You too, Lillian. Good morning on Facebook. Nice to see you. KDD says, definitely recommend the air fryer for hot dogs. Hot dogs. Okay. All right. Now we've morphed into hot dogs. Let's talk about the good thing from yesterday. Let's do yesterday's good thing. I think we've said good morning. Oh, Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Ryan pops in. No good morning. Just hot dogs. We're talking hot dogs. How did we even talk about hot dogs? Oh, Jason got us on that. All right. Let's talk about yesterday's good thing. And what was yesterday? We're moving along quickly because we got lots of eclipse stuff to get to. Let's move it along, kiddos. Move it along. Patricia, good morning. Good to see you. Me on TikTok. Patricia's here on Facebook. Jason says, going to have to get breakfast now at Allison's at work. Oh, you're over at Murray's, Jay. Yes. See if she'll get you a hot dog for breakfast. Hot dogs and eggs. Nick says, food, fun places, in the mayhem of life. You said so yourself. Yes, Nick. Yes. I want to, now we're just going to get into some food stuff. Okay, yesterday's good thing, guys. You know how this works. We start the show with a little bit of positivity. I'm sure there'll be some eclipse stuff. GT, and then let it rip. Something big, something small. We're going to start with something positive to start the day. And it doesn't have to be, I got engaged. It doesn't have to be, I got a new job. Brenda's here on TikTok. Hi, Brenda. Atasha's here on Twitch. My kids surprised me with a clean kitchen. Oh! Natasha got a clean kitchen. That's like the eclipse. Every 20 years, every 30 years. Nick Adams, GT, we got the grill going yesterday for the first time this year. Had some burgers, turned out awesome. Oh, wow. I forgot what that was like. I barbecue 12 months of the year, but a couple of weekends ago, my son and his girlfriend were home for a visit, and we barbecued some chicken, and she came out on the deck, and she's like, hey, how's it going? She's like, oh, my God, that smell. It's that summer smell. Oh, my. And I'm like, is it my cologne or, oh, no, that barbecue, it's a summer smell. And I'm like, it's kind of foreign to me. I barbecue 12 months of the year, so I'm kind of used to the smell. I had no idea. Anyway, GT, you got the grill going, Nick. That a boy. It is grilling season. Cindy says, GT, I had a nap. See how small it can be, but a nap, she says, I never nap. A nap is super important. It is good for your physical and mental health. If you can sneak it in, a nap is amazing. Cindy had a beautiful nap. It's as good as a beautiful snack of a sandwich with bacon. Trev also has a good one. I got up this morning and made the bed. That way I accomplished something today. And you know what? Statistic, I don't know if you're kidding there or you are sharing. I think either way, Trev, there's science behind that. Science has proven that those folks who make their bed and actually recognize that they have accomplished something as they start their day are bound to have a better day than those that don't. It's true. Science. Ty Nye, the science guy. Ryan says, my son turned 18 and got him his grad suit. Oh, God, it's that time of year, hey? They grow so fast. They're all grown up. You look like a vacuum cleaner salesman, but I love you. Remember those? Jason says, my cat let me sleep in today. My cat let me sleep in today to my alarm. So the cat normally wakes you up, but gave you the day off. Well, there you go. Quentin spent the afternoon watching the eclipse with the kids. That's right, you pulled the kids out. That's excellent. And they got to learn about the diamond ring, totality, temperature drops, and hot dogs. Okay, more hot dogs. Nice. They'll remember the hot dogs. They'll remember. We'll take a look at the most expensive hot dogs in North America, the top 10. That's coming up on the show this morning. Oh, and Bo is 9 today. Happy birthday, Bo. All right. Happy birthday. Birthday kazoo to you, Bo. Ryan says, hope you're not referring to the kids, the eclipse at the burning ring of fire. I fell into the burning ring of fire. Hey, I found video from 1979 taken in Brandon. Remember how yesterday on the show when we were talking about the eclipse, and I showed you video from 1979 at Portage in Maine and Winnipeg when the eclipse happened? Well, I got some video. A national newscast said that Brandon, Manitoba, Canada was the premier spot to watch the eclipse that year. Who knew? It's pretty cool. We'll see how much has changed. See if anything has changed in those years. All right, so happy birthday, Bo. Bo is 9. Happy birthday. God, I remember when those kids were born. Oh, Ryan, same thing. It's like those kids you see on Facebook, these little kids. Look at our little kids unwrapping Christmas presents. Look at our little kids. They're at the fair. They're eating cotton candy. Next thing you know, it's grad. What the hell? It's grad. What happened? How many eclipses did I miss? Holy crap. Oh, my God. That's insane. They grow so fast. Jason says, best hot dogs were at the old Winnipeg Arena with the toasted bread bundle. I do remember those, Jay. John Cutler is here on TikTok. Hi, John. Best hot dog. Oh, you know what? I used to enjoy a hot dog up at Clear Lake. There was a restaurant just off of the number 10 highway that used to make foot-long hot dogs back in the 90s, late 80s even, early 90s. And they used to split the foot long, and they'd put bacon in it, and they'd have onion. I can still see it. And it was a toasted bun. And it's funny because I drive by it. I just can't imagine that the recipe is still the same. I really should stop in there when I'm up there periodically. And I can't remember the name. Someone will help me out with it. But oh, man. Okay, so any other good things? Good things from yesterday. Your good thing yesterday. The whistle dog at S&W was like that, says Atasha. Where is that? Where is S&W? Is it close by? Can I drive to it? Oh, Skinner's. Oh, yeah, that's up at in Lockport, Manitoba. I've had that one. It is really good. We got a good thing. Tasha says, good thing. Yesterday, my 5-year-old coming home from school yesterday talking about the eclipse. More eclipse. Blessed Mama is here. Hi, Blessed Mama. Best hot dogs in the world are the Half Moon Drive-In Lockport footlong toasted buns, cheese and chili and onions and bacon. Okay, the show is ruined. I have to eat a sandwich for our first beach break. I can't do this. It is just, I am starving now. This is insanity. Sportsman's Park, yeah. Oh, in high school, we used to go to Sportsman's Park and have their big loaded hot dog. You just wonder if they've changed the recipe, if they're any good anymore. I hope they haven't. Anyway, our good thing is hot dogs. We got lots of hot dogs coming up on the show, including the most expensive. We'll see what they put on them to make them so expensive. My good thing yesterday is I think I watched every eclipse in virtually every state yesterday, and I was intrigued by the crying that took place yesterday. It at first, the first couple of eclipses I watched, and I watched a lot of eclipses yesterday, more in one day than I've ever seen in my entire life. But people, every time there was totality, people started openly like weeping and hugging and weeping and screaming. And I'm like, the first few, I'm like, this is batshit crazy. I'm sorry. It's just crazy. What's going on? But it kept happening and it kept happening and more people were crying and crying. And I'm like, whoa, is this why people are paying tens of thousands of dollars to go see the eclipse? Is just to kind of openly wail with each other because now in Niagara Falls, they were crying for a different reason. It was cloudy in the premier spot in Canada to watch the eclipse yesterday. The East Coast got a much better shot of it. But poor Niagara Falls, a lot of people spent a lot of money. There was one American couple who actually got in their car. They totally bit the cost of their hotel rooms and went up into Quebec. As soon as they saw the forecast was cloudy, they like beelined for Quebec. They had them on the news, and I'm like watching them going, must be nice to have that kind of cash that you're just like, yeah, just keep the cash. Keep the $500 a night or $5,000 a night or whatever they had to pay because it was outrageous what they had to pay. But nevertheless, lots of tears, lots of laughter, lots of fun, and we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at some of the highlights in just a few minutes. The highlights from yesterday's eclipse, which garnered far more attention than I thought it ever would. But I think in the times that we're living in, it was explained to me best by somebody who says it's often nice to have an experience with your fellow man that embraces the fact that there is something bigger than us. I thought that was very well put. Remembering that there is something much, much larger than us, and we are not the masters of the universe. We are not the controllers. And it was proved yesterday with a big exclamation point. Blessed Mom says, I watched on the link you shared. It was really cool. I thought there was a few of them. I had one that was in the States and one that was in Manitoba, thanks to a Facebook friend that sent me the link to the Manitoba Museum, who had their high-powered telescopes lined up to watch it as it hit in Manitoba. It was cloudy, though. It was very difficult to see. But eventually, when it hit its maximum at 2 o'clock, we were able to see everything. So Anyway, thank you so much for your good thing from yesterday. Skydancer Casino, just 88 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. Great place to take the family. And, of course, they've got that beautiful new water park. But yesterday they were teasing their trampoline park that is set to open. They're getting very, very close to yet another major announcement. I would say that we are days, not weeks, away from the trampoline park that is going to be opening at Skydancer Casino. What? You say? Yeah, not just a multi-million-dollar water park that they've got there. The people from all over the state and all over Manitoba are coming to see, but they've got one of those trampoline parks. You know, they've got like the trampolines throughout this giant room, and then they've got swinging rings and foam balls and boxes, and like kids just go in there, they jump around, and they go crazy. It's going to be opening in the next couple of weeks, and of course we'll have pictures and video for it, and we'll make sure that you know all about it at Skydancer Casino. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours, Thursday through Saturday, just 88 minutes from Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. Go to this website, skydancercasino.com. Also follow them on their social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Kuiper's Family Bakery. Great place to pick up those hot dog buns. If you're going to be toasting your hot dog buns, as so many have been recommending when you do your hot dogs, and there is no better way to have a beautiful, glorious hot dog than with a little bit of bacon in that bun. From Kuiper's Family Bakery, the official hot dog bun of the Tyler Glen Show. And they do all our hamburger buns, too. Kuiper's Family Bakery is decades of tradition in Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. And if you're in the area, you do have to stop by Kuiper's and pick up some hamburger buns, some hot dog buns, some delectable treats, cinnamon buns. They've got baked goodies, cookies, tarts, cakes, you name it, they are baking it. People love these sausage rolls. They come in beef and pork, and you can also get pizza buns and a whole lot more. That's at Kuiper's Family Bakery, 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. And our friends at Auto Fashion. Oh, springtime is here, and spring cleaning doesn't just happen in your house. Happens in your car, too. It's time to get ready for summer, and there's no better way than by taking your car for some TLC at Auto Fashion. Auto Fashion will do not just detailing, but fine auto finishing. It will give you back that new car smell. And if you ever get any scratches or dings from everything from the mall parking lot to hail damage, you just take it to our friends at Auto Fashion. They'll take care of you. They're MPI accredited. They take SGI claims too, and you'll find them at 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet. Auto Fashion. And thank you for playing that song, Made My Day Perfect. Oh, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I was going to post the Bonnie Tyler version, and I came across the Glee version, which was a little bit less depressing. I'm glad you liked that. Saw somebody on the news yesterday getting married. Yeah, I think there was a few of them. You have to really time that out. That would make for an amazing picture, though, hey? If you had the bride and the groom, and then in the background you've got this eclipse happening, and that is some serious coordination going on there. Serious coordination. The lady from Calgary and her family were great to listen to in Mazatlan. There was some talking from Mazatlan I couldn't understand. It was in Spanish. They're pointing at the sky, and I'm like, it's something about the eclipse. I know baño. Cerveza, baño, jalapeño. That's it. That's all I know. Anyway. Wendy is here on Facebook. I work in Minnedosa. Didn't see a thing. It was cloudy yesterday. Oh, that's too bad. It was cloudy in the morning. I'd all but written it off. And then I started seeing on Facebook. Well, and of course, I've got windows in my home, but I could see that there was some sun trying to poke through, and people on Facebook, oh my God, the sun is coming out. We're going to be able to see something. And yeah, it was a mix of sun and cloud, just like Environment Canada said. So because of that mix, we did have a break in the cloud, and we're able to see lots of good stuff. And we'll take a look at some of your pictures, see how it was in your neck of the woods. That's coming up as the show continues. But first, speaking of Mazatlan, let's go there. Let's see what's cooking in Mazatlan. Lights are back on. The party continues. In Mazatlan. Let's take a live shot of the beach in Mazatlan. That'll be our beach break today. Let's see how things are going there. If we can connect after the mayhem yesterday. Yes, internet was stressed yesterday, but did not go down. They were talking about it a few times, how it was pretty stressed. There was a lot of internet traffic, but the world hung on, and we all did okay. Okay, let's see. Can we do this? Where's Mazatlan here? Oh, that's a nice shot. All right, it's 5:30 in the morning there. All right, beach break. Back with more in just a bit. More food, fun places in the mayhem. This is the live shot of Mazatlan. Enjoy. Back in a second. Doodaloo-doo. More Eclipse stuff coming up. That is Mazatlan. First stop on the Eclipse tour yesterday. That's the first spot where I could see people weeping and crying and hugging and kissing. And, of course, the moon covered up the sun for a few minutes and everybody rejoiced. And the reactions were rather interesting. Found it an interesting day yesterday. Let's take a look at southern Manitoba and our Environment Canada forecast. Calling for a high of 16 degrees today. Same at the beach bunker, and it's going to be a really nice day. Mostly sunshine, a little frosty this morning. Trev was saying there's a little bit of fog in the area. Other than that, things are looking good. Your roads and weather brought to you by voicemanusa.com. Your first class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg. Call 730-2333. And here is a look at the air temperature map this morning. Here we go. And a quick reminder that tomorrow will be day one of our new contest with Jeff's Clean Cut Yard Care. Yes, your opportunity to get your yard all fixed up for spring. All you have to do is, starting tomorrow, like and share our little graphic from Jeff's Clean Cut Yard Care. And then you have to tell us about the favorite thing about your backyard. After you like and share, what's the favorite thing about your backyard? And what we're going to do is next Friday we'll do a draw. And one lucky Sunseeker will win power raking and aerating for 1 yard in Brandon, valued at $230. Some restrictions apply. As you know, if you've got an acreage in Brandon, I don't think that's going to be one of those restrictions, I think. But here is a look at the logo that we're going to feature tomorrow on social media, so be looking for it. Hang on a second. Here it is. There it is. Tyler Glen Show, Jeff's Clean Cut Yard Care commercial. Residential, 204-761-8373, jeffsccYardCare.ca, the Backyard SOS contest. Yeah, he serves the Brandon region. So, yeah, sorry about that, Pork Chop. Sorry about that East Coaster, and sorry about that Molly, and sorry about that Nicole. getting out to Texas to do your lawn may be problematic as a contest. We are a Brandon-based show, but I do realize we've got listeners and viewers from all over the place. From Ethelbert to New Brunswick, from Waco, Texas to eastern Wisconsin. We're all over the place. This will, unfortunately, be a social media contest and a Brandon-only contest. I apologize for that, but that is the region that they serve, and just to make it fair. So, okay, Lindy says, our yard is a mess in the back, so we do need a cleanup. Well, there you go. Contest starts tomorrow, so be on the lookout for it. Let's talk eclipse from yesterday. Here is the best of what we saw yesterday after Mexico. It wandered on into Texas. Have a look at this.
States of America. I can see it. It's going in and out of the clouds, but there are times when it does pop up and I can see that partial. Look how dark it got right there. Did you see that darkness?
Hearing people's really reaction, watching people's reaction is just as entertaining as seeing it this way.
We got it!
Oh my God.
We got it! Oh my gosh, Lauren, look up!
If you're just tuning in, you're thinking, what kind of show is this?
Amazing.
What kind of show is this?
That was incredible.
And we're into the first part of totality
In
here.
5, 4, 3, 2,
and then people go.
All right, there we have it. Glasses off. Holy moly.
There it is.
That is so cool.
And we have Venus down to the lower right, and we have a nice large and sort of spiky corona, the rare sun's atmosphere that we never see, the very high temperature particles.
It was really cool. You could see the flames coming out of the sun. That was a really cool part for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, we got it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
The rock is in front of the...
Guys, it's amazing. I just can't even describe to you how amazing it is. Oh, you can see the corona right now. So now
there's a couple getting married.
Outer atmosphere, and our 4 minutes and 11 seconds of totality is beginning.
The crowd is building. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, totality. Oh, look at that. That is so awesome.
Everybody geeking out. Like they're all... it makes me so curious. I want to be a geek too. I want to geek out too like that.
Venus.
Don't you want to geek out? Come on.
Perfect.
Admit it. You do.
Oh my gosh, it's all there.
It's all there.
And the crowd goes wild. Yes, we did it. We did it.
Well,
and
we really didn't do anything but get on a plane, but anyway.
And our celebratory egg cream cheers totality.
I just find it terribly entertaining, the reaction.
We are in it right now.
Oh.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Ooh. Holy cow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow, we dropped 6 degrees since before we started going into about halfway through partial. I am blown away.
Oh, and there's the
6,
diamond ring on the
5,
other side.
4, 3, 2. Oh, there you go, diamond. Woo! Boom. Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow. Holy
Those flames, though, on the side, because you can never really see the flames from the sun. I have to admit, that's pretty cool. That you can actually see the flames from the sun on Earth. I mean, it's just obviously too bright all the time to be able to see that. Seeing it yesterday is really cool. That was cool. But it's funny. People's reactions are...
Look at that. Okay, take your glasses off. Look at that. Wow. That's the sun and the moon.
It is.
There.
It is.
Oh, this is even cooler than last time. Look at that. Look how dark it is. Okay, we see stars. Guys, what do you think? Whoa! Last people.
Yeah, like people are bawling and they're hugging and they're crying, and the reaction was almost as good as watching the eclipse itself. Grown men like hugging each other, jumping up and down. We did it, like they had accomplished some magnificent feat, which really, if you've ever flown into Atlanta, Minneapolis, or Denver and then gone on to your destination on time, that is a big feat. other than that, you really just kind of showed up at the right place at the right time. Rather interesting. Rather interesting. And memories of 1979. It's funny you should mention that because I do have video from 1979 Brandon, Manitoba. How about this? Would have been nice to have this yesterday, but better late than never. Have a look at this. We'll see how much Brandon has changed. Have a look at this.
The show began in the west, and the weather cleared along most of the track to about the center of the continent. Brandon, Manitoba was one of the best places for spectators, and Del Archer was there.
Brandon, Manitoba, otherwise known as the Wheat City, now the eclipse capital of Canada, and it will go into the history books as such. But in the early stages of this eclipse, Brandon went about its business as usual. There were those who knew what was coming and had prepared themselves accordingly.
Well, there's our university.
An indoors vantage spot. But hardier souls, many of them Americans, set up shop in a community center parking lot, determined to experience firsthand every facet of the phenomenon. They would watch on gadgets that ranged from the very sophisticated to homemade, all of which did the job quite nicely. And with the approach of darkness, there was even one man who wanted a verbal record of what he was seeing.
There's just a little tiny sliver of sun left. I think we're approaching the point where we'll have the diamond ring effect. And
the technology.
But no matter how much they had read or what they'd been told, totality caught most of them unprepared for what they were seeing.
Look at the colors over there.
Really, it's great. It's one constant
Look at the colors. Oh!
See, once again, we've got some rather interesting reaction
While the amateur
there.
astronomers were busy in Brandon, so were scientists 300 miles away. That story from Robert Hurst.
Okay, then they go to Winnipeg. But that's from Brandon. There, that girl is just like, oh, and you're just like, okay, what? Are we seeing the same thing? What are you watching exactly that's making you behave this way? And that was 1979. And yesterday, same thing. You know, you're hearing people's reaction to it, and you're like, wait a second. It certainly gets you coming in from another room if you had missed what was going on. If you were, going to grab a snack or going to use the washroom, and all of a sudden you're hearing these weird noises coming from your living room television, and you're like, uh-oh, did the dog sit on the remote and pull up the adult video channel? What is happening here? Oh, no, it's people just going completely berserk over the eclipse. Quentin says it was nice seeing Brandon not looking like a dumpster fire. The good old days. They didn't really... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Not as much excitement as yesterday. Well, and, the social media, like I said, it was everybody was an anthropologist, a geologist, a National Geographic explorer, videographer, photographer. It was, for all the people leading up to it, eclipse. Eclipse. Stupid. Oh, until it started in Mazatlan. Till it started up, and then everybody started going crazy. Everybody had to post. And I had two shots at one at 134 through the clouds. And I'm just going to see. I'm going to pull up some of yours, some of your shots. Margaret McLaughlin said, too much cloud for us. This is all she could see from yesterday through the clouds. Unfortunately, it wasn't. A lot of us in the area saw that. Not much to see because it was too cloudy. But if you can get any solace from the fact that Niagara Falls, Ontario was pretty much like that. Oh, Teeny Springs sent this one, and this you can see it much clearer here through the clouds. Which, if you were taking the shot through the clouds and glasses, you could really get a nice shot and not have to worry about wrecking your camera. So, very nice shot there. This was at 134 yesterday. This I'm going to have to shrink this down just a little bit. Here we go. You probably saw that on my feed. That is through the telescope at the Manitoba Museum at 1:34. And then at, not totality, I don't even know what they call that for us. I guess at our moment of truth, the maximum. They said, okay, this is it. This is the maximum that we're going to see. It's covering the most amount of the sun right now. It was basically 2 o'clock, 2:01, something like that. And it's like, okay, that's it. And that is through a telescope. And that is was taken at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and that is when we hit our maximum. Do we call it totality? No. Partial totality? That doesn't make sense. I don't even know what you would call it. I don't know. But let's take a look at a few more shots from across our area and see what people got. Denise got this one. I think she had used some kind of special filter of some kind. Black all around. That's a nice little shot. Thank you for sharing, Denise. However, Shane, you've seen this one make the rounds, but Shane said this is the kind of eclipse I want to celebrate today. And there were hardly any eclipse memes. I was really disappointed. There was no one making fun of the pandemonium yesterday. It was rather quiet on the meme front, aside from the Oreo cookies. Really, I didn't see much of anything. Amber sent a picture for this. Is Coach Amber. They're looking at the eclipse through the Reese's Puffs cereal box. Very nice, homemade viewers, and those will all work. Very cute, very adorable. They'll remember making those. They'll remember the time that you spent with them. That's what's important. Having those memories, right? Who else we got? Natasha, I saw this one making the rounds yesterday. This came from NASA, and maybe you saw this. What kind of lens, what kind of artsy-fartsy lens are they using here, or what kind of exposure? I don't know. I know nothing about photography, but that doesn't even look real till you study it, and you can see the craters on the moon, and then the sun is all weird like that. It seems kind of artsy-fartsy to me, but I don't know. Pork Chop says it was clear here. It took a picture through the glasses. It was pretty neat. That's cool. Oh, Jason's off to get some bacon. All right. Maximum coverage. Maximum coverage. Derek says, just like everything NASA produces, looks fake. Let's talk about the moon landing, Derek. Wind them up and let them go. Got my tin foil ready to roll. There was no moon landing. Are you stupid? It's done in a studio in Burbank, California. Maybe. The thing is, we'll never know. And did the eclipse really happen yesterday? I don't know. If you go to X, apparently this was part of the CIA's most extensive hologram program ever. This is Natasha. And I believe Natasha is in Texas. Natasha is, I believe, she'll prove me wrong or correct me if I'm wrong. But this was just stepped outside. Looked like night for a fair amount of time as the eclipse was rolling through Texas. Hey, man, I don't care either way. It doesn't change my life. But look up the firmament. You'd be surprised. Oh, no, I do not want to. I spent too much time looking for vinegar meat yesterday and could not. I could not. Vinegar meat. Oh, and I think there was some. I think the internet, my Google Google reached out to me with a message saying, "Are you okay? Are you all right? Do you need meds?" There is really no such thing as vinegar meat, man. Anyway, who sent this one in? That's a nice shot through the clouds too. And we'll end there. That is that's basically what we saw in our area. Neo Newts Market. the eclipse in Brandon, and there you have it. The big buildup. And obviously when you have totality and the sun is completely covered, it's so much more dramatic. And now I can understand to a certain degree why people paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get into that path, just simply to be openly wailing and bawling and hugging and crying and screaming and going crazy. Is it worth $10,000, $15,000, $20,000? Well, in today's world, there's very few events that can lift you emotionally like that. Maybe the birth of a child. I don't know. It seems weird. I know. I don't make the rules. I'm just calling it as I see it. And yeah, it was exciting yesterday. It was exciting to watch people's reaction. Hey, Debbie Kynock. Quinton says the eclipse was a distraction designed by the government to keep everyone from seeing the satellites they launched yesterday. Yes. They invaded a planet while we weren't looking. And the planet, actually, what they did is they went to the dark side of the moon. You know that they set up a whole bunch of bases there. And X is amazing. What a place. What a place to hang out. Be careful. You do need tinfoil if you're going to go on X. And I like Elon Musk. And, I like it for breaking news sometimes. But you have really got to be careful. And, I've used it once. I'll use it again. The analogy of walking outside in a downtown environment without shoes on. Could you do it? Yeah. Is it the safe thing to do? Do you have to watch where you walk? Big time. If you're going to go bare feet in any downtown of any city, oh, yeah, because you might hurt yourself. And the same goes for X, I'm thinking. You got to be careful. Pork Chop says, guess it worked. Some even kept their kids home from school. And lots of people were making a big deal about that. But as we showed you yesterday on the video from 1979, what was interesting is in 79, they did that too. Not every school, but a lot of kids were sent home from school if they wanted to view the eclipse with their parents, even back in the 70s. So that tells me likely there were some schools that didn't allow it even back then. And again, it becomes an issue of whether or not they can control those kids and have them not look at the sun. Because while it was an exciting day yesterday, today would not be an exciting day visiting the optometrist. I can't see anything. I can't see. Sunrise Credit Union, they had a cute little video of the eclipse yesterday. Oh, yeah. Well, because they're Sunrise Credit Union, and they're sponsors on the show. And they had their own little homemade eclipse. Is it still up? Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, Bruce is part of it. Too funny. There we go. Okay, play it again, Sam. Play it again. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, yes, clever. Nothing blocking our sun today. It's Sunrise Credit Union. Bruce is holding up the board for this Spielberg shot. At Sunrise Credit Union, again, cooperative banking, where you're not just a customer, but you're a member. Freedom from fees. Receive $2,000 when you transfer over an existing mortgage or when you're approved for a new mortgage. Some conditions apply. See one of Sunrise Credit Union's 19 branches for all the details, or simply visit sunrisecu.mb.ca. Co-ops of Westman, today we are trying a frozen treat that is dairy-free. It's made with chickpeas. Plant-based frozen dessert. We're going to try salted chocolate caramel, and I believe a strawberry version of this. Oh, I can't wait. That's coming up next hour. And again, it is Western Canadian made with chickpeas. It's Taste It Tuesday, a feature that we do every week here on the show where we taste something new, a new product from Co-ops of Westman. So I look forward to trying that out. And, we've done good with the chickpeas. We have the dill pickle hummus, I'm next to that shrimp boil. The dill pickle hummus from Co-op Gold is insanely good. Oh, wow. You got to get some of that stuff. It turned my carrot sticks and celery into edible food. Like, it was actually delicious, which I never say those two things together, celery and delicious. So I'm going to try chips next, because dill pickle chips with dill pickle hummus. Oh, wow. Anywho, Co-ops of Westman has lots of really cool new foods to try. Discover Co-op again for the first time. Would you go into Heritage Co-op, Pembina Co-op, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, Neepawa, Gladstone, and Hamiota, and look for the Co-op Gold label. It is a premium store brand from Co-op, and they are proud to be introducing all kinds of new products all the time for you to try out for yourself. And at Leon's Furniture Superstore, their Cyber Week sale continues. You can purchase stuff online or in-store with the Cyber Super Sale that's on until the 10th, today and tomorrow only. Sign up for exclusive deals. You can take up to 3 years to pay with 0% interest, 36 equal monthly payments. And some incredible pricing on everything from patio furniture to furniture for your living room, appliances, electronics, and more. But again, it is for a limited time, today and tomorrow only, and you don't even have to go into the store. So if you'd rather be outside enjoying that sunshine today and do a little shopping online, you can do that too. Simply visit leons.ca, or if you feel like going for a walk inside their beautiful showroom, check them out at 3635 Victoria Avenue in the West End of Brandon, okay? All right. Oh, Debbie liked that video from Sunrise. Debbie is a fan of the filmmaking. Yeah, it was cute. It was a cute little video. Hey, there's Ruby. Good morning, Ruby. Nice to see you. Lindy says, anyone tried the Co-op kettle cooked peanuts? Man, are they crunchy? Oh, delicious. That was one of the first things we tried on the show, was the jalapeno kettle cooked. Just still buy them to this day. But that dill pickle hummus, man, and I've got some relatives who are into like dill pickle chips and dill. Good Ukrainian people, you know, they love their dill. That is some wicked stuff. So we'll try this dairy-free ice cream coming up next hour. Also on the way next hour, the top 10 most expensive hot dogs in North America. And we've got some airline controversy. Southwest Airlines, they lost an engine cover. You probably heard about this, but did you see what happened? We'll show you. Also, a United Airlines flight attendant threatens passengers over armrests. Who owns the armrests? Especially those ones in the middle, right? You know what I'm talking about? It's like, shit, can I put my arm down? What should we do here? What is the proper way to handle this? And Morgan Wallen, the country pop superstar, is in a heap load of trouble for tossing a chair off a rooftop in Nashville, where we can go direct from Winnipeg now after the announcement from WestJet yesterday. And that has got a lot of people excited. Nashville is not only the hub of country music, obviously, they've got a tremendous amount of bars in downtown Nashville that have started almost every major country superstar's career, but there's all kinds of other things to see in Tennessee, and from theme parks and the Smoky Mountains. They make Jack Daniels in Tennessee. It's a ways from Nashville, but again, it gets you down there anyway into Nashville directly from Winnipeg starting this fall, so that's pretty cool. All right, we do have to say goodbye to our friends on TikTok. Thank you so much for being here, TikTokers. I do appreciate it. Good crowd of folks joining us today. Thank you so much. We're moving the party over to Twitch. It's VIP Hour. VIP Hour starts now, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Thank you, TikTokers. We'll be back again for Hump Day Wednesday tomorrow at 7 a.m. If you want to catch the show later on demand, go to twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. And it will be there later this morning, and it's going to be there for 2 weeks. So if you ever miss a show from, say, the week previous, you can find it on the Twitch website of the show, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show, and again in podcast form at tylerglenshow.com. Sarah, have a great day. TikTokers, thank you. Gotta run, gotta blast. See you later. See you tomorrow at 7. Alexa and Trina Bandera. Thank you, Trina Bandera, for dropping by on TikTok. On the tickety-tockety. Come on over to Twitch. Just come on over. Come on over. Come on over, baby. See you, YouTube. Thank you.